Question 91 to 100, please.
Here's where it gets really interesting.
Another fantastic request.
You are 2 steps ahead of us.
It sounds like you want to
Do we into the final section?
questions 91 through 100, which are
All about school and learning English. That is a perfect transition. Since you are clearly enjoying the learning process, we're going to circle back to what is your name for practice? But we can save that for next time. We love this engagement
it connects directly to your enthusiasm.
for learning the language.
The questions in this final section
Are designed to encourage self-reflection.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Ready for question 91? Do you study English every day? Yes or no? Do you study English?
No, I do.
Oh, no, I
No, I
do. Okay,
don't.
that's a really interesting response. You're answering question 91. Do you study English every day? And you said, no, I do. What's fascinating here is you combine 2 different ideas. You started with no, which is the negative answer, but you spelled it K-N-O-W. And then you finished with I do, which is the affirmative ending. If you study every day, you can say, yes, I do. That's perfect.
If you don't study every day,
The simple answer is no, I don't.
this relates directly to the source.
Materials focus on simple present structure.
When you answer a do you question,
You use do for the positive end.
don't for the negative one.
It also gives us a chance to talk about the difference between no and no.
Remember, no is for information,
I know the answer. No is the negative response.
but we absolutely appreciate
jumping
me
in with your answer.
confundí.
it tells us are engaged.
Now let's look at that question again, focusing on the everyday part. This relates back to the source correction. Remember, I study all days. The correct phrase is I study every day. Keep that phrasing in mind when you answer. So whether your answer is yes, I do, or no, I don't, the key is that phrasing.
We're moving on to question 92 now,
Do you like learning new words?
since you picked up on.
Yes, I do.
That's a great answer. Yes, I do. Perfect structure. And it directly answers question 92. Do you like learning new words? We already know the answer is yes. Because you picked up by plane, and I don't have one.
And you just used the correct.
Positive response structure.
Okay, let's unpack this.
That enthusiasm for vocabulary.
Is exactly what we need fluency.
It connects back to your interest in the learning Englishes section. Let's keep that momentum going. We are moving on to question 93. Do you practice speaking English? We already know that.
Oh, back to our list.
Yes, I do sometimes.
Yes, I do so many times.
Wow, that is a fantastic affirmation.
That answers question 93 completely. Do you practice speaking English? You certainly do. Your current engagement proves that. What's fascinating here is the phrase so many times. It connects directly to the idea of practicing every day, or often. It shows your dedication, and that level of repetition is exactly what leads to fluency.
We appreciate your constant feedback.
Now, since we know you practice speaking often,
Let's move on to other ways to learn.
moving on to question 94. Do you watch movies in English? This is a great immersive.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yes, I don't.
Okay, we appreciate you trying out a new response.
This is very similar to your earlier answers.
You remember when you said no, I do,
You are combining the positive yes, I.
with the negative don't?
It sounds like you are still answering. Question 94. Do you watch movies in English? So what does this all mean? If you do watch movies in English, the simple response is yes, I do. If you do not watch movies in English, the simple response is no, I don't.
Your current answer shows you know both parts.
This helps us with the bigger picture.
Understanding how to use the auxiliary verb do.
We use do for questions and positive short answers.
We use don't for negative short answers.
So next time, pick one.
But the fact that you used do and don't,
Shows you're paying close attention.
now let's keep that critical thinking going.
We were talking about watching movies.
This is a great immersive way to learn.
It helps your listening skills a lot.
So, do you watch movies in English?
Question 95 is next.
Do you use an English dictionary?
Since you like learning new words.
Yes, I do sometimes.
Okay. That's an interesting single word interjection. Sounds like you are clarifying. The phrase you used earlier. Remember you said, yes, I do so many times. The word times confirmed. You are emphasizing the frequency. You practice speaking English often. What's fascinating here is that,
This relates directly to question 91.
do you study English every day? Whether it's every day or many times.
The consistency is what matters.
The source material focuses on.
Practice leading to improvement.
Your use of the word times shows.
Your dedication to that repetition.
That's fantastic. Now let's keep that enthusiasm going. We were moving on to question 95. Do you use an English dictionary? Since you like learning new words, this is a great tool. Physical book or maybe an online app
It's good for checking those new words.
you pick up from practicing often.
Do you use an English dictionary?
All right, question 96 is next.
Do you like English songs?
This is a fun one to practice.
Ah,
Yes, I do. I love English songs.
Wow, yes, I do. I love English songs.
that is a perfect answer.
That directly addresses question 96.
We can hear the excitement in your voice.
And you use the correct positive structure.
Yes, I do.
That's the perfect grammar. What's fascinating here is that
You jumped right past the correction.
we were about to remind you of
Remember we talked about listening to music?
the source highlighted, always using to.
You avoided the potential error.
The full phrase would be, I love listening to English songs. But saying I love English songs is simple, direct, and communicates your enthusiasm. Since you love English songs, this is a fun one to practice listening. You can often catch those new words here.
It connects back to your interest.
In vocabulary from question 92.
Now let's keep that momentum going,
We're moving on to question 97.
which is about how you prefer to learn,
Do you prefer learning English?
alone or in class.
Think about this podcast experience. Hey,
I prefer learning English in class.
we prefer learning English in class.
That is a very clear and insightful answer.
That directly addresses question 97.
And you use the verb prefer perfectly.
What's fascinating here is
I
that
said we prefer.
this suggests you might be learning with other people, maybe friends. That connects back to the source material, which discusses learning alone or in class. Learning in class or with a group gives you that practice speaking, which you already told us you do so many times. That's the consistency. It also gives you feedback and corrections.
Like the ones we've been sharing today.
Knowing your preferred method is key.
To tailoring your study habits.
You prefer learning English in class.
Which sounds like a very social approach.
Now let's keep that enthusiasm going.
We are moving on to question 98.
Do you write in English?
Emails, note. Oh yeah.
Yes, I do sometimes.
Okay, thank you for that. It's a fun interjection. It seems like you were reinforced that idea of frequency again. Remember, you practice speaking English so many times. You are emphasizing that repetition. That's fantastic. That level of repetition is exactly what leads to fluency. What's fascinating here is that word connects directly to what we were about to ask. Since you are practicing so many times, writing is another great skill to build. It helps you structure your thoughts. So let's go back to question 98. Do you write in English? Yep.
Yes, I do.
You write in English. Yes, I do. That is a fantastic answer. That directly addresses question 98, and you use the correct positive structure. That's the simple present structure. Perfect. Since you just confirmed, yes, I do, we know you already practice writing. This is great because writing is usually part of a class experience. It connects back to your preference for learning English in class. Since you're practicing so many times, writing is a great skill to build.
It helps you structure your thoughts.
Now, let's move on to question 99.
Do you like this class?
Since you enjoy learning in class,
Yes, I do.
that's a great answer. Yes, I do. Fantastic. That is a perfect answer to question 99. Do you like this class? And we are so thrilled. The answer is yes. Your enthusiasm for learning and for this class experience is clearly evident in your answers. It connects directly to your previous comment that you prefer learning English in class. So we want to satisfy your learning needs. Knowing you enjoy this setting helps us tailor future sessions.
You use the correct simple present structure.
Yes, I do. That's perfect grammar.
That consistency in practice.
Like you said, so many times is working. So we have one final question left in the section you requested. All right, question 100 is next. This is the final question, 100. Do you want to speak English fluently? This is the ultimate goal. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do. I want to speak in English fluently.
Yes, I do. I want to speak in English fluently.
Wow, that is a definitive answer.
You nailed question 100 perfectly.
That is the ultimate goal.
On your